Welcome back to the final approach. You find us around the moon with our moon space station, moon orb station. We've got our two scientists there. And the last episode, there was one thing I forgot to do, which is we got all this science and we need to process it, and we actually need to start doing the research. So let's do that. I've already done it on the one around Kerbin, so that's going to start and tick up. And then I think we should go back and actually spend some of this science as it starts to get sent to us. So let's go spend the science. So here we are in the research building, and we have got actuators. I know I said I was going to work through all of the things before we got to the next tier and things like that, but we want to do this mission and it requires actuators. So I'm gonna give myself the chance to do it. Well, we could do it without actuators, but I just like the idea of grabbing a satellite. So we're going to take these, we're going to stick them on a rocket, and then we're going to launch it. So let's go modify a rocket or something, shall we? So here we are with the Parsnip 2, which was one of our, I think this went and did an orbit of, I can't remember where it went and did an orbit of, but it's a two-man capsule. Why have I gone for a two-man capsule? Because I want to take an engineer. Bill's going. And Val wants to go as well. So we want to take an engineer to do some work on this satellite, and we need to take a pilot to actually get them there. So we're going to send Bill is going on the flight. Now, what else do we need to do? Well, let's have a look at the contract. The contract says, let's have a look. Not the outpost. No, where are we? Finish. No, don't we need attach a Communitron DTS1 on the aging. So we need a Communitron DTS1. What is that? That's one of those. This thing here. Okay. Right, can I put that, and I believe, where are we, cargo, so can I put one of those in a cargo thing? Let's just figure that out. Right, we've got that. I want to go to this. Can I pop one of those in there? I can. Okay, so that would fit into there. That's good. Right, so the next question we have is, we're going to have this satellite floating around there. I could put a load. Can these go in? Actually, that's a good idea. Let's see what else we've got. Can we put other things on this satellite? We could put a docking port even on it. That would be if I could do that. Right, before we would do that though, what have we got? We've got this small container that gives lots of spaces, and there's a bit of mass. And what's this? That's big. It's too big. We're not going to use that. So, ooh, storage unit, a conformal storage unit. Oh, and I like that. Is that the same? That's actually less. How is that less? Does it have less volume? What volume has this got? Let's have a look. Yes, it's got less volume, so it's got less volume. So volume is a thing that's important. So we're going to have these. I think we'll have two of them, maybe two of them to balance each other out. I don't really know if that's a good idea. We'll have two of those just because they look cool. There we go. That looks cool. Right. We're going to put. Let's see. What do we want? We would like. We could do an EV experiment actually while we're there. Scientists can do them. Engineers can't. I'm not taking a thing. We'll take some fuel cylinders just in case we need them. That'd be an idea, because we might be doing a bit of EVA work. All right, on the top here, we're going to get rid of you. And what have I got to put on the top there? We've got our little claw grabby thing. Where's that going to be? That's going to be in here. I want the junior. Is that the junior? There we go. That looks horrendously unaerodynamic, but we now need some parachutes on the side of this. So we'll get those while I'm thinking. Get them on there. There we go, two of those. Right, sorted. They're going to stage that. Wonderful. We've got that. We could actually move them up a bit, couldn't we? What happens if I just activate this? Let's arm that. Right, so now we can see where it's going to be. So we're going to just slide this up just a smidgen. There we go. Perfect. Looks good. Right. So what have we got in there? We've got EVA equipment. We need a Communitron thing, so that's one of those DTMS things. There we go. Oh, there we go. We've got two of those. And what's the range on those? Like, are they direct? They are a direct transmitter, so I would like to see, can this is a cargo, will this do it one? Cannot be. Oh, that's annoying, because that's a nice long range one. Right, we're gonna, which is the longest range? It's 2 gigs to 15 gigs, but that's direct, right? We'll go for this relay antenna. Hello? Why did you not go in there? Am I full of space? I am full of space, am I? Oh, it goes over. Interesting. How much do I save doing that? Yeah, you know what? Nope. That's annoying. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That doesn't... oh, because that's massive. It is actually massive. It's 600. It's not even close to fitting. Okay. So let's put the EVA. Where is it? Where is my stuff? There it is. Let's put the fuel cylinders back in. So that takes up, what's the volume? That's 5,000. That's okay. So basically, it would take up how much? How much would it take up? One of these would take up 600 liters. So I could put it inside like a. I could put. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's new stuff. Right, I could put it inside one of those, I think, can I? Yeah, I could fit one inside those. So if I decide to put that in, I better take it. That's 1.5. It's a bit of added mass, but it would be cooler. Would be cooler to be able to attach a big dish onto that thing and make it into a relay, maybe. Maybe in a future mission. Maybe in a future mission. Let's. This is our first time doing this, so let's see how it goes. Right. So this cannot be the parsnip 2. This is going to be the parsnip marrow. This is marrow 1 or marrow 1.2. No, thank you. Marrow 1. There we go. I don't know why we're using that name. You know what? No, we're going to call it a parsnip. We're going to call it a parsnip. So what parsnip we're on? We're on parsnip 3. So this is going to be parsnip 4. There we go. We're not renaming the entire craft because we put something on it. Right. Those go, that goes. There should be enough Delta V in this to go. So let us get on with this mission. We've got our crew ready. It's the dream team. Yeah, the dream team. We've got all this stuff sorted out. Let's do it. Let's make this happen. All right. Let's launch. Right, we're on the launch pad. It is dark out there, but we're gonna launch anyway because we can, and it's, you know, half the time it is dark, so might as well go for it. So we've got full power. Launch this thing because we have Val in the command seat. We've got a whole range of options available to us, which is very nice. So we're just gonna edge this over just a little smidgen there, just give us a little bit of the thrustage, a bit like that. There we go. So there we go. Now this craft, I believe from rightly, has asparagus staging. Does it? Yes. So it's filling up the staging for that middle stage to make it all nice and lovely for us. What we can do is actually, I wonder if we could just. No, I want to go the other way. I want to actually rotate the craft a little bit so it comes up like so. There we go. That's it. There we go. Just for when these separate, it will be easier. Right, let's have a look and see how we're going on reaching the orbit. Right, we are going to be, I think we're going to be okay-ish. I think I want to say that. We may just hold it there before we get too low down in the atmosphere. There we go. We're turning. Right, and just hold it again. We are on a bit of an incline, which is going to be annoying, but we can work with that, I think. Coming on up. Moving on up, I've gone a bit shallow with this actually because I started tilting over so soon. It has gone particularly shallow, but we should be okay. Our boosters are gone. There we go. We've now got an awful lot of gimbal control here, so that's a positive for us as we head on up. Drop it down to there, and I'm going to pop this across, and we're just going to burn off center a bit until we get this prograde back onto the middle marker. That's what we're aiming for. We want to try and get as equatorial a plane as possible. Bringing that down just a smidgen. We're going to be off a little bit because of our meanderings, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Going on up. There we go. Now, not the most aerodynamic of craft. This nose is horrible. In fact, I really don't like that. I think we could have done a much cooler design, but we're doing this reasonably quickly because it's potentially a one-off mission. So we're going to see how it goes. Right, up to almost 50, almost 60. We should be getting out of the atmosphere with this stage easily. And of course we're nice high up, so we've got very limited air resistance here, so we're not losing too much. But we're going nice and low on our attack here, so that we're actually going to get a good sort of all-berthy. Is it all-berth effect when it's in the atmosphere? I don't know. We're going to try and get a nice good sort of launch into the orbital plane or into orbit right now. We'll go up to about 75, and then I'm going to cut the engines and check what we're doing. So we're going to go to the map mode. Let's get this going. So we've gone up really quite sort of extreme sort of turnover at the start there, and because of that we've done a lot of burning sideways already. So we'll see what's going to happen here. 86, that's not in the middle. Let's do that. I think probably in the last couple of versions they've changed the sort of way that the markers actually present themselves, and it's actually thrown me off quite a bit. It's quite interesting actually, because it would not have in the past been a problem doing that, but now it's sort of I'm putting my markers down, and they're not quite where, say, the apoaps or the periaps would be, and in the past they maybe would be. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. If you've noticed that, please tell me down below. Or am I just imagining it? Is it because I've been playing quite a lot of RP1 using 1.8? So has it changed that happened back then, or is it something that is more recent than that? And or is it something that's just in this version, or is it just me assuming something? I do notice that this seems to be smaller, but anyway. Let's have a look. So burn time 35. We've got a little bit of time until apoaps. I could actually start going early if I wanted to. Just bring this down a bit. There we go. It says 10 seconds. It's going to be fine. Is the node in the right place? The node is roughly in the right place, so we're going to be okay with that. And then we're just going to burn. And now take me to orbit, please. And again, it's only a 500, 600 meters per second burn to put us into orbit. That's going to leave a big chunk of this for our transfer to the moon, which then gives us a lot of stuff for circularization. We should have enough to do this mission, I think. I'm hoping we do. Anyway, this could be an embarrassment if we end up stranding these two somewhere. But we'll see. They'll make it. They should make it to their destination. It's just a matter of whether they get back from the destination. I'll have to see. And so we're coming up, and there we go. That's good enough. Well done, team. You're in orbit, and you've got 600 left, so 300 for that, so it's 1,000 for everything. Yeah, we could probably actually land with that, but maybe not. Maybe not. We don't want to land. I mean, we literally don't want to land. It would be crazy talk. Right, I'm going to do a transfer about there. Now, we don't want to do free return. We don't want to do anything like that. We just want to get sphere influence of the moon. Focus view, please. Right, we're coming in there. I'd like to be a little bit tighter to the moon, in fact. So this thing's coming around. This is our target. It's coming around like that. So I want to be tighter to the moon. I want to basically actually bring us probably just below it. If I bring it above it, we can then circularize, and then just catch up with it over time. That's one of the options, because maybe that's the best idea. So let's do that. Let's just bring it in about there's nice, I think. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll capture here, align our planes and whatnot when needed. We might even be able to do a transfer direct if we can actually get my timing right on it, but we'll see. There's two ways of doing this, and I'll actually set this burn up. We can either come in, bring our orbit down and to intersect, and then try and bring that intersect into a point where it's going to be at the ascending or descending node, which is a nice way of doing it. Or we can actually just align our plane with this plane, which is probably what we're going to end up doing, I would imagine. And I would think that would put somewhere over here if we do a loose capture. That's going to be putting our node over there. So that wouldn't be too bad. We can do a nice loose capture, and we want to use as little fuel as possible. So we're going to have about 200 off this tank by doing it. So we're going to have over 1,000. So that's a good chunk of fuel there to do capture, rendezvous, plane change, rendezvous, and get home. If we can't get them home, we'll just have to send another craft with fuel to get them home, because that's what we will do. But we will see. We will have to see. I think we'll be fine though. I think we should be okay. Right. We are burning now. There we go. That was easy enough, wasn't it? Yeah, I didn't think I was going to have to do that quickly. You know what we can do? We can just arm this, couldn't we? We could just get this armed and ready like that. A fully operational Death Star. No, that's not an operational Death Star. Right. I wonder if I could have put that into one of their inventories and not had... That is an idea. That is an idea. Bill? Yes. Right. So, I'll wait. Oh, we've got to fire this off now. And we're going to have to just adjust ourselves just a little bit, just to bring ourselves into the correct position now. In fact, we can actually do, just go prograde. Just go prograde, and let's have a look at that map view. And get ready for the X for ending the engines. Right. And slow the engine down, and there we go. Ooh, now that's, see, that is not something you see every day, because I've increased the, one of the things I have done on this, and I haven't done any mods, but I've actually increased the patch conics. If you go into settings, you can increase the number of patch conic steps, so it lets you have more than the sort of 3 or 4 normally has. So here you can see we would be coming out, going into the sphere of influence here around the moon, coming out, which I think would then put us here. This orbit would then come around and again and intersect the moon again, which would give us this one, I think. This one, no, this one coming in here, because we're coming from above. Come in from above, go technically through the moon. So if we didn't hit the moon, however, we'd come out and go into, no, this would be the final one. Yeah, there's all manner of things going on there. Wow. So double impact, or triple flyby, double impact combo there. Yeah, I wonder if you could actually do multiple flybys of the moon. That'd be quite a nice thing to do if you were doing Kerbalism, for example, as a mod that would require time around a body. You could get some multiple low flying passes without having to go into orbit, which would be quite interesting. Right. Anyway, we've got our little thing here, and we're going to go for a capture. So that's going to be about there. Let's do it lightly. I want it to be about there. There we go. And we're going to go for that. So let's time warp towards. And of course, I could put a marker down and do another mission while this was doing it, but it's only 6 hours. It's not a huge amount of time on Kerbal because of the size of the system. It doesn't take very long to get anywhere within the Kerbal system. I was saying that, you know, Minmus often feels like days to get to, so I can't actually remember how long Minmus is. Right, so we're going to just zoom past. We hit the at button, so we focus on our craft instead of the moon. It's coming in, and there we go. Right. I want to be in retrograde for this. That's nice and easy. You can see our little nimble little craft is ready for us. What is stage lock? I cannot remember what the key is for it, because if I hit the staging, we're about to be left in space, which would be quite embarrassing. Right. Let's speed up to our target. We just want to get nearby. There we go. Right. So it's going to be about 10-second burn. It says 10-second burn. That's interesting. Okay. Right. Let's fire those engines. Get me captured, I think, is what's going to happen right now. Using the retrograde position, and we can knock that off. And there we go. Caught. Right. Now we're going to rendezvous. It says target. Oh, that's not brilliant, but it'll do. That one's not bad. Right, what's the difference? Ooh, 10 degrees difference. How annoying. Right, so I need to go up. There we go, a bit more. There we go. Because we're actually doing this so far out, because we're doing it so far out, around the moon, so far out away from the actual surface, we're only using a tiny little bit of delta V. If we were doing it in this one, it would probably be significantly more, because it'd be nearby. Oh, sorry, it would be this one. It'd be nearby. Same case around Kerbin. If you actually want to do a plane change, it's much easier to do it further out, particularly on an elliptical orbit, because you're actually going at lower speed. So the rule is you're basically the slower you're going, the easier it is, the cheaper it is to change plane, basically. And so that you're talking about highly elliptical orbits are really good for that. Circular orbits, less so, because you've got a consistent speed, but you tend to be going slower. So yeah. Right, we're going to bring ourselves to that there. And this is is it a prograde, retrograde? I can't say. Is it a normal? I think it's a normal we're on. We're looking for a normal. So we just do that, pop this up, and there we are. So we're just going to burn at the normal, actually, and we really want to be aware of, can I go for, let's have a look. We can actually look on here. If we actually clip this out, how long until it? I think we're pretty much almost there, aren't we? 5 seconds. So we were actually on it. Let's... What's that? Oh, 0.2. Not perfect, but it will do for now. Right. Next, we need to do a transfer. So we're going to do it here, I think. We're going to do we're going to pull this down and see if we can actually rendezvous at all. Oh, that's not bad. That is not bad. So you can see there, we're not bad at all there. Oh, and another one. Right. So what we could do is, can we do that a few times around? No, that's not going to give us what I want. So maybe we do that and then we'll have a look at refining it, because we're going to be in an orbit around there. Or what we can do is, where are we? That is the position of the insect. That is separated, right? Are we going to be behind or in front? I can never remember if you're behind or in front. So I think what we'll do is we'll just not go as far. Oh, now that's interesting. That is interesting. I suppose these are getting closer, closer, closer. Now that is tempting, actually. We've got the fuel for it, I think. I believe. That's interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to put ourselves just outside it, like we originally planned. Just do that burn to start with, which will put us in a circular orbit, and then we can actually do our thing. I would have loved a direct transfer and so forth, but we're not going to be able to do that, or we can't. Well, we can, but it's a bit wasteful on fuel. So we're going to get to that. We'll do that, and we're going to do that now. So retrograde. Oh, have I put my RCS on? Whoopsies. Don't want to be wasting my RCS because we have a limited supply on monoprop. We have actually got quite a lot of it. But anyway, let's go. Bring this in. Oh, too far. Right, note to self, do not time warp like that. It's silly. So all we're doing now is just bringing this down into a suitable... There we go, that's okay. 442, yeah, that's not too bad. Alright, so let's try this again. What I tend to do is go for an ascending or descending node, just because I think it's a good habit to have. Unless you've got an odd orbital pattern and things like that, and then you want to encounter it. But yeah, it's worth sometimes just having an approach where you want to start. So that looks like a resonance of sorts. Oh no, there we go. That's nice. And then we just move this backwards and forwards. All right, let's have a look at this. What's my closest approach? 1.2. That's not bad. We're in the meters. That was meters. 400 meters. Okie doke. And what about... No, that takes it away. So what about a bit of this? That goes the wrong way. A bit more. And takes us down to... There we go, 136. Right, so it's a 136 in 5 days. Oh, it's annoying. 5 days. See, good that we don't have the requirement for storing snacks, because that would be horrendous for us, wouldn't it? Right, we're just going to go buzzing around now. I don't know what to look at to not kill you all. There we go. We'll just look upwards at the stars. The stars, beautiful. You can get mods that will actually give you different skybox. I quite like the standard one, but I think the actual sort of Earth solar system one is stunning. You can get a few different ones of those. Anyway, we're at our target time. Let's just accelerate a little bit towards it, and I'll probably just stop about now, because I need to actually put us on the node more accurately. There we go. All right, I think that's okay. Yeah, right. And we're going to thrust and wait, a little bit more. So what we want to look at is these numbers here on the left hand side, and we can see them going down. Oh, look at that beautiful stop. Now, do I try and refine it with a little bit of RCS? Possibly. Could possibly do that, or not. Could make it worse. What about a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of the other? Oh, that works a little bit. We can use a little bit of RCS. Nope, that's making it worse. So that's as good as I think we're going to get. Well done us on that one, because that was quite lucky actually. So we're going to warp to here. And it's going to bring us just into range of this. Here we go. Stop me, thank you. Right. So now we're going to go target. We're going to go retrograde. It's so much easier when you've got a crew member that can actually put you in prograde retrograde. We know in about 5 minutes we're going to be near that. It's actually gone up. Maybe no. It's okay. It's the same distance. Right. We're going to in 5 minutes. We're going to get very close to it, so we can actually speed up to that there within the 5 minutes. And you can watch this close in on us as well. 3 minutes. And it's just you know what? It is very docking, rendezvous, everything like that. It just requires a little bit of patience just to get near it. The crew is looking very patient, aren't they? They're looking very, I was going to say dapper. They don't look dapper. They look bored. They actually look bored. Is this sort of thing boring? Is this boring for them now? Are they trained? Well, no. Actually, Val moved her arms. There was definite arm movement there. Right, so we're going at 30 meters per second. We want to take that down to 0 when we're at our closest point. So what we could do actually is, if we're using RCS, we can actually do this to bring us in a little bit. And what you can do is just do a little bit of a jump like that, and you can see if it's going to help you. And this is actually going to bring us closer, which is interesting because of all those things. So we just bring this down, and there we go. We're just doing that, and then we can also use our RCS to bring us in a little bit closer. There we go. So now we're down to 150 meters potentially closing in about a minute. That's nice, and that's a decent sized sort of approach. We can do that. Get the RCS off. And now I think we've probably gone a little too far with the RCS. So what we can do is put it back on and go, I want to go what, like that maybe? Yeah, like that. That will probably help us a little bit. And you can see we're now fighting back against what we did originally. And we can do a bit of that as well. Just bring it in all the way down. Nice, very nice. And we're going to be within what, 70 meters. That's good. It's a good thing to be at. Right. And then we need to start thinking about actually slowing down. We've got 10 meters per second to kill off. We're at 200 meters out. And we'll just speed up and then do a little jump, and then you'll see that we're there. And then we're just going to give ourselves a little burst there, slow down, and there we go. Slow it down ever so much. There we go. So now we are pretty much set for it. So what we can do from here is we can basically just target with our craft. Now we've got a decent reaction wheel on this, so we can actually turn the RCS off to do this, and just aim at. And what we're going to do is I'm going to give it a tiny little bump of fuel. There we go. And then I've got the RCS on, and I want to bring it so that we're actually going to aim at the target. And then we're going to put a little bit more thrust in. There we go. And we can now turn round to retrograde again. And we can wait for ourselves to get a little bit closer. So we're going to be within 2 meters according to the readout there. And now what we could do is just go for a ram, because we don't really care about what we hit. But I don't really know much about this craft. So let's have a look. You can go into the map view before this and have a look at it and see it once you select the contract, which I didn't know you could do actually. But I have not had a look at that. So let's have a look. All right. Going down. We're getting closer. We're going to do a little bit of a burning soon. A little tiny bit when we get really close. So we're not trying to dock, so I actually just need to hit a part of the craft and then I can just stop. So we're just going to bit of thrust now. There we go. Let us drift down a little bit more. It's very patient. And there we go. Right, now we're going to target it a little bit. Let's get you down. Let's find our target. There is that. Oh, no. Oh, other way. Oh, we've actually hit it. We actually did hit it. We were that close that we hit it. Well, that's embarrassing. I didn't realize it was that small. Wow. Okay. So, let's catch it. We're going to actually hit the. Are we going to hit the? I think we're actually going to hit the. There we go. Oh, we're going to hit the antenna, are we? Oh, we've actually missed it now. So we need to go back. This is terrible. This is like I docked the last. Was it last episode or the other episode? And it was much more impressive than this. I want to target like that middle bit. Am I targeting it? I think I am. Right, I need to control it from here. There we go. That's not. It's actually not going to help, but it's me trying to. Oh, you know what? Pull it back and do this properly, sea monsters. Do it properly. Right. Knock that off. Let's actually just point where we're wanting to go. We want to go there. Right. Right, now, just give me thrust. And hit the thing. Come on. Thrusting in. Well, how hard do you have to hit it? That's the question. How? Seriously? Seriously? Right. And now we are spinning. Right, I want to. Oh, can I hit that? I can't hit that. Right. We're now below it. That's better. That is better. Right. This is embarrassing. I should really speed you up this bit, but we're not doing it. I'm actually going to fight this now until I can do it. Right. Give me the target. There it is. Right. Come here. There's the target. We're staying on you. Right. You're on. Come on. Give me contact. Give me contact. No. Right. We're going to try that again. We're going to try it again. That is embarrassing. You know what? Go normal. Go normal and approach from above. That's the way to do it. Right. And position yourself. Position. This is a perfect example of how not to do this. Okay. So you're now learning how not to do this. Zero out our vertical speed. There we go. Right. We're now going downwards at some sort of speed, and we're going to pull this across. Right, I need to move right over there. Right, so what we're looking for is for this to migrate to here. And once it gets to there, I want to pull this on top of it, is what I'm hoping for, before I get too close and miss it. Right, how close are we now? How close am I? Closing in, right. Closing in. Closing in. Come on. Come on. Make contact. Make contact. I could probably do this without docking, if I'm honest. Come on, just hit. Just hit. Right. You know what? Zero out speed. Zero it out. We're just gonna hold position. We're just gonna hold position because it's easier doing that. Right. Right, there we go. Pretty much relative zero. Right. Sorry about this, Bill. I know this is, you know, not what you're aiming for. We don't need that on you. Thank you very much. Right, what you do need to do is go down and get yourself one of these. I'll have that in. Bill, what's going on? You're supposed to. Right, let's try again. So this is how we do it, is it? We do that, and then we do what we'd hold down Alt. That's the inventory, and then that's me. Right. We would like to transfer your parachute to there. Right, wonderful. And then we do that, and we do that, and I want this. Oh, you can't. Oh, you're kidding me. We have to dock you. Oh no. Oh, this is terrible. Right, we have to dock with it. Okay. Targeted. If in doubt, aim at vehicle and fire your engines. Go on, hit it. Hit it. Ah. Oh, finally. Oh. So you got me being silent there because I was just done with this. Right. Oh, yeah. I should probably speed that up and voice over it, but I'm not going to. You can see me failing horrendously for what feels like an age, but we'll see. Right. Right, Bill, let's try this, shall we? Now, how do we do this? Or is this the construction thing? Oh, you can... I want that. Right, put it somewhere. Can I... There. That's where I can put it. I can't put it up here. I can put it there. Okay. Extend the antennae. Is the mission done? Oh, the contract is complete. Wonderful. Wow. That is horrendous. Right. Can I move this thing? Can I move the whole thing? Is that possible? Oh, I can. Can I put this up here? And not bring it back to Kerbin? Is there somewhere to put it? Oh, I could put it there. Okay. So what we could do is we could take this out and put it in that one. So is that one? That one's now got 2 loads of stuff on. Although that means that's unbalanced, doesn't it? You know what? We'll just move that one as well. Yeah, can we move this? Can this find a space to go? Is it possible? Is there a little bit somewhere? Well, this is interesting. So it won't let you place it if there's like anything in the way. That is interesting. So we could actually just put this back where it came from. Can we? Yeah, we can. And we could put the other one back where it came from as well, actually, because we don't really mind about that. There we go. Right. That's interesting. A new way of doing things. So we got the... Hold on. I've somehow managed to get another of those. How has that even happened? That's one there. One there. Did I have 3 in originally? Oh dear. Right, okay. Bill just board the craft. We've done the mission. You know what? Release it, and let's go home. Let's just go home. Right. I like the flag on the side. Right, let's get this craft home. Where are we? Oh, we're actually about ready to go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, we can just pretty much at any time, any moment, in fact. Right, let's just go there, and then we'll just burn prograde. We don't mind about our RCS firing now, because you know what? Enough is enough. That was a horrendous mission. So get going, be gone. The 2 of you, just I'm not happy with it. Not happy with you at all. Not impressed. So what have we learned from that mission? Number one, the grabby claw is a nightmare. Number two, I think I probably could have actually done that addition just by being parked next to it. But we'll never really know, will we? Alright. Do a little bit of thrusting. We want to take this perips down to, what, 30? Yeah, that's a low one, but it'll do. Alright. Let's get this thing going. Right, to about, ooh, there. Should be coming this way. I think if it isn't, then we're going to be having a bit of a problem because we're going to go right around the planet. Alright, yeah, we are. So we're going to just bring it down to... no, I don't want to go to there. I don't want to go to there either. Oh, slash there. Thank you. 3 hours. 4 hours. Warp there. Thank you. Alright. Kerbin looks lovely from this distance. It doesn't have any mods on, so we do not have clouds and things like that, which would have been nice, I think. But it looks good. It looks okay. Alright, let's bring this in. Get it into the atmosphere. Retrograde, please. And I want surface retrograde. And turn off the RCS. The RCS is just fighting with itself there. That's interesting. We have got a little bit of fuel to use up, but we can do that in the upper atmosphere, I think. Just take the edge off our return, just for safety's sake. We're going to be coming down near the KSC potentially. I think we're going to overshoot quite considerably because of the angle of our interaction. Yeah, we're going to overshoot, but we will see. Oh, I don't know. Is that the KSC? I don't think that is actually, is it? I don't know where we are anymore, actually. I have no idea where we are. Right. So, we're just going to fire our engines. Use up all of that Delta V that we've stockpiled. Then we'll detach this and just bring the rest of this down, I think. There we go. I think we're just going to be in the middle of nowhere. I think this is actually going to be. And we can do that. And I think that's going to be it. We can time warp this forward. Getting a bit of heat build-up on re-entry because of the engines not using all the fuel up, but that's fine. There we go. Do that. Release it. Have I released this clamp? Heat shield. We do that. There we go. Got rid of it finally. Oh, that was nice. Look at that. The way the heat's building up. Can the shield from that was it? That's interesting. Right. Just coming down through the atmosphere off the coast of an island that I think is actually after the KSC. I think we're actually beyond KSC. I need to bone up on geography. In my reusable space program, I do believe I brought a space plane down into that cove there in 2 parts, I think. Or more accurately, Sean did it, but I don't know. I can't remember actually. Alright, let's bring it all the way down. At some point we should deploy some parachutes once we get down to a sensible temperature time. In fact, we'll put the drogue out now. We'll deploy the drogue. There we go. Just to give ourselves a little bit of safety, and then we can fire the rest. There we go. We could even arm the grapple just in case we find any whales or anything in the ocean. That'd be, I don't know if there's any sea life in the ocean of Kerbin. I don't know. You could tell me. It would be like, it's like an amphibious version of the Kerbal that's green, not green, blue. That would be quite interesting. Or maybe pink Kerbals. Can't trust anything that's pink, can you? No. Right, coming down. This should pop out now. There we go. There's the drogue gone, and then probably around 1,000. Is it that we get the others coming out? Soon. Here we go. There we go. And then we can just time warp down to the ground, and that mission will be over. I think we can consider that a success. So next time we will have a look at some of the missions. I think we might be ready for Duna. I need to check that. I need to look at the time limits on some of the other things that we've got to do, the missions we've got to do, and we'll get the Duna mission or the Eve mission underway. And I think that will probably be just a flyby if it's one of those, just to try it out. We should be getting science coming in from our should be getting some science coming in from all over the place. We can actually have a look at our don't go in too fast. We can have a look at our contracts from here, can't we? So we've got outpost on the moon, we've got these collect different rock samples, flag on the moon, we've got a lot of collect rocks. Finish construction of a rover on the surface of Minimus is quite a cool one. I quite like that. We may have to try and do that one in the next episode or two. But yeah, from me until then, have a great one.